Owens, Euston Tower Revenue and Customs Branch to support this motion. Now, after the Egyptian revolution last year, a group of us actually went over to Egypt to meet some of these trade unionists who were responsible for creating the atmosphere for the revolution. And I had the privilege of actually meeting Egyptian tax workers. I met this individual called Kamal Abu Aita, who's the president of the Egyptian Tax Collectors Union. And he told me this incredible story about how the Egyptian tax collectors were fundamental to the development of the Egyptian revolution. In 2007, Mubarak, there were a group of terribly paid workers. In Egypt, the rich simply, literally do not pay taxes. All the money is sent off to tax havens. So the only people that pay the taxes are the poor and the peasantry. So these tax collectors have to physically go out and visit these individuals. So they were constantly being beaten up and robbed. Now what happens was, in 2007, this tiny bonus that they used to receive, it was taken off them. This group of workers said, this is it, we're sick of this, we've got to do something. So these tax collectors started attacking, these tax collectors contacted other tax collectors, and basically they decided to have a sit-in. Over the next 3-4 months, these tax collectors started having sit-ins in their buildings. The government ignored them, so they decided to take their protest to Tahrir Square. So, for 11 days in Tahrir Square, they basically, though I'd had this protest, that ended up getting national prominence, and they ended up winning a 350% pay increase. Now, this was against Mubarak, one of the first strikes within over 20-30 years, against one of the most brutal dictators in the world, and his 4,000 or 5,000 workers actually managed to basically win that pay rise. In 2000, and what Kamal Abu Aita said was that their protest ended up being the precursor for the 14-day sit-in in Tahrir Square that led to the revolution. Now, what's fascinating about it is that you had a small group of workers in Egypt that basically helped to develop the momentum for the massive strikes and massive struggles that eventually brought down the Mubarak regime. And in Greece, the Greek tax collectors, they've been fundamental and part of the backbone of the rising class struggle in their country. And